Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It has been quite a minute, so yeah, it's been a while. I haven't put up a video, I think, since early December. We just had a lot going on, and so I just didn't really have time to film. So here I am back, and I wanted to get started back with showing you some of what I've been doing. In between, my mom had surgery, and I spent some time with her, helping her out during her recovery, and she's doing great now. And then I had a college senior to graduate at the end of December, and I also have a college junior, and I have a high school senior who is on a competitive rocket science team because I tell you, my kids have more brains at their ages than I did when I was their age, for sure. But anyway, that is some of what I've been doing. Some more of what I've been doing is just creating some jewelry from discarded pieces. And I've always done this well, not always done it, but I've done it for a while. And it just never crossed my mind to make videos about it. So I decided to get into it today as my first jump back in for the new year. I'm just going to show you some things that I made and tell you what they came from. I wish I had before pictures to go with these afters, but let me adjust my light a little bit. So this actually was, you can probably tell, this used to be a J. Crew necklace that I took apart. I took apart each one of these individual flowers because some of them had, oh, that light's terrible. Some of them had missing stones. The little clear rhinestones around the edge was missing on some of the flowers. So I just used the other two flowers to harvest stones from, and attached a different chain to each end, and then put these three back together. And this is like a little choker length, like that. But then this little center part right here in the middle, that actually was just glued on, and I'm looking for some posts to attach to the back to make these into little matching earrings. So there will be the earrings and the little choker. So I went back and forth in my head about whether to put prices on these and offer them up for sale on a video. I might do that later. I don't know. Some of them are still in progress that I'm showing you now. These are some amber beads. I don't know all the tests for amber, but they did fluoresce under black light, and they don't have seam lines. They floated and then sunk a little bit. They kind of hovered in the water. They didn't really sink all the way to the bottom. So anyway, I believe these are amber, and oh, and they do have that kind of piney smell when you warm them up a little bit. So these are actually earrings I made. I just put chains and hooks and a little bead on the bottom, a little gold bead on the bottom of each one. And then I decided to do a little different type of bracelet. I put a bead actually right here on the end of a chain, and then a lobster clasp on the other end. So let me get that off, so that when you wear it, it's kind of like that, just with the one bead, that will hang. And it clasps like right here, the same jump ring that holds the bead on, like that. And then I have a matching necklace. I love sets. This is the pendant that's going to go on a necklace when I find a nice chain that looks like it could, go with this chain. So I don't have any more chain exactly like this, or I do, but it's not long enough to make a necklace with. So as soon as I get some chain that's long enough, this will be a pendant, and then I'll have this set. This was a J. Crew necklace, and actually the chain from each end is the chain that's now on the little peach necklace. So this is going to end up being a bracelet. I put jump ring and lobster clasp on one end, and little bit of chain on the other end for it to be a bracelet, but it's not ready yet because I popped off all the beads that were on it. A couple were missing. They were all filthy and the paint was scratched off, and it was these kind of, they look like M&Ms kind of cut in half and not really an attractive color, but they were like that. And then there were some rectangular ones right there. So I just popped them all off, and I'm looking for some other piece that I can harvest enough rhinestones out of to glue in place of all of those unattractive yellow ones that were there, and then that will be a bracelet. And let's see what is next. I don't know why this is here. This actually is a set that I got in a thrift haul. It's just these glass art beads and bicone beads, and it's all glass, and then the matching earrings. I didn't make that though. That just came in a thrift haul. This came from a necklace that I don't know if it's bone or ivory, but it had a lot of these on it, kind of tribal looking, and these fluoresce. And I can't really tell if it's cross-hatching or veining, the lines that show up in these. So I don't really know if these are ivory or bone, but eBay had an issue with a couple of other things that I've had listed before as bovine bone. So I just don't list bone at all. And of course you can't list ivory. But anyway, these were on a necklace with those, and it just had this really dirty fabric cord. So I took them off the cord and then made earrings with some of them. And then the rest of them are waiting to be made into something. And sometimes I just can't resist. I bought these at Hobby Lobby. I don't know if that's a national chain or if it's just a local southern. I live in the Southeast. But Hobby Lobby is like a craft store. If you know about Michael's or stores like that, it's sort of like that. But let's see if I can get away without knocking the tripod over. There. These are little glass mushrooms, and they're so cute. So I rarely buy beads because they're so readily available in discarded lots and in craft lots. But I had to buy those. And I've already made some earrings and a necklace out of just some discarded silver tone. Well, this is just a necklace that was also in a thrift lot, like a craft lot, but nothing was wrong with it. So I just gave it a little wipe and hung a bead on it. I put a little head pin, then curled it around and put a jump ring and then hung that on. And I did the same thing here, put a bead with a head pin, curled around the top, and hung that on some hooks. And made that little set. This was an express necklace that, strangely, this was also in a craft lot, but it was just the chain. So I detached the chain. It's like 3 different chains, and I detached them up here from their jump ring where they attach to the clasp, and strung these beads, this rondelle, and then these 2 glass faux tortoise beads there. And then here put some more of those mushrooms with the little rhinestone rondelles at the bottom of them. And it looks really nice on. I really liked how that one turned out. And it's just cute with these little mushrooms. And then the little glass beads that just happen to be a nice color to match. I love sets so much. I was kind of disappointed that I didn't have, well, I don't know, I might be able to figure out a way to make some matching earrings. I still have enough mushrooms left. I just can't really think of a good design that looks like it matches. So let me know your ideas if you have any. Sometimes I craft so much. I have a big crafting session and then I just run dry of ideas. This I got in I think in a Shop Goodwill lot, or maybe a blue box a long time ago. It's, let me turn down this light. It's just really not looking really great. But it looks sort of like Trix. Can I say brand names? It looks like cereal, the little fruity cereal. But it's sponge coral and these really pretty just sherbet colors. And this is a ceramic. And it had matching earrings. Only one of the earrings was broken. So this was not a craft job of my own. This was a repair job. It's really, really pretty. I just really like that coral. And the color on the video here is true. That's what it looks like in person. So anyway, I really liked that one. These will be for sale. I just don't know if I will try to list them or sell them on a video, or just let people email me. I don't know. Email me if you're interested, and we'll talk, I guess. It's skeeterjonesthings@gmail.com is where you can reach me if you're interested in any of these. This was a rosary. Uh-oh, I'm gonna have to fix that. It was a rosary that was broken, and little bits of it were all in the bottom of the box. And the beads are ladybugs. Look how cute. Anyway, and the wire in between is sterling. The clasp that I put on here is not sterling, that's just silver tone, but the chain in between the ladybugs is sterling. And let's see if I can fix that really quick so I can put it on the bust and you can see what it looks like. Then I'll close that up better. Oh, come on. Well, I got it open. Just getting the other one threaded on it is another question. There we go. So it's there we go. It's sort of like a choker length, I guess. And then a bracelet to go with. I won't make you endure me pulling it off the card. But I'm having trouble focusing now. I don't know if you could hear that. Something just hit the floor, so I'm having a good bit of trouble. Hopefully I'm not making everybody seasick with my camera wobbling around. Okay, and then there we go. The little ladybug bracelet, and the earring is right here. It's a single ladybug earring. I really thought that was such a cute little set. And I have more ladybugs left. There were so many of them. They're here in my little tray. There were so many of them. Oh, that's what hit the floor, was the other earring. So many pieces of this rosary were all in the bottom of the box. And there was a lot of it was missing. There was no putting it back together. So I'm going to lay this aside so I will remember to fix that. Let's see. This actually came from these little stones. Came from, I believe, this necklace that's now going to be a bracelet. So I just left them. There was two on like each side, so I left them connected together, and then just put these little filigree beads that you can't really see well because they're not focusing. Hung those on the bottom. All right, will you focus? And made earrings. Everything was focusing nicely just a minute ago, but not so much now. There we go. Maybe if I zoom in a little bit, does that help? Oh yeah, it does. Okay. So these little earrings. I thought those were really sweet. I like earrings that kind of move and wiggle. So there's those. Everything here, almost everything that is, was harvested from other pieces. I really like giving something a new life, preferably by fixing it if it's nice and in good enough condition. But if it's not, then I just make it into something else or some things else. I really liked this set. This is actually some jade beads that were on a stretch bracelet that had lost all of its stretch. So, and I still have some of these beads left that I will make into something else. But again, with the sets. So you have the little double pendant there, and then I made earrings with the double as well. You can't really see that, can you? And then a bracelet that I made the same way as that amber bracelet with the little pendant that hangs on the lobster closure, but with the little double bead thing on it too. Well, here we go. So there's that bracelet and necklace and earring set. And I guess that's called a three-piece set. The word that gives so many people so much trouble, Peru, I'm not really sure how that's pronounced. So, you know what I mean. It's a three-piece set. So there's that. Now I have to card all of these up again later. These actually came from the same necklace that these came from. That necklace just had a bunch of different stuff going on. And again, I just left these with their original little jump rings on the top, but the little things on the side for jump rings to go in, those were like unevenly spaced. If you look really close, I keep dropping these. If you look really close, you can tell that they're a little bit kind of off from each other. They don't hang like they don't hang exactly like upright, like they're kind of like turned a little bit, and that's just because of the placement of those little loops. Now you stay put. So you have to be careful when things are off center like that, because it can make it really obvious that it's off center. So I just hung chain on it, and then that makes those kind of wiggle a little bit. And I thought those were really sweet with that peachy color. That's actually my daughter's an artist, so I hear this stuff. The Pantone color of the year for 2024 is called Peach Fuzz. So peach will be big in like fashion and home decor and all that this year. I don't know why that company gets to dictate what the fashionable color is each year, but they do. And interior design companies and fashion houses and all, they pay attention to that. So look out when you are looking to source your goods. Look for peach this year because it'll be in. This was a bracelet. All of these, the little AB cubes, these little glass beads, and then these little speckled foil beads. These were all on a stretch bracelet. So I took those off and made these little drop earrings. I need to get better cards, don't I? I do. Everything's falling off. And then there was enough that I also made this set. Some more earrings. And I hung these little beads at the bottom separately so that they would like wiggle separately. And then I really like how this necklace turned out. Okay, I had completely finished talking about that necklace when I realized that it had not been recording. So I'm starting the video over again, and I will start off with this necklace that I was talking about. I am really happy with how it turned out. It's from the same beads that that this pair of earrings came from. It has the little cubes on it and little rings in between. The chain here is sterling, and I left the original, I don't know if you can see it, I left the original clasp on there with the 925 stamp. The findings in between, the little rings, are not sterling, but this chain is. The earring hooks also are not sterling. I'm going to upgrade eventually and start buying some sterling findings, or I will be doing some gold electroplating maybe pretty soon and just electroplate some of them. But these are the earrings that I've already shown that did make it into the video before it quit recording. So again with the set, and there is that one. Now at the same time that I sourced the little mushrooms, I saw these, and of course they caught my eye. They're very, very sparkly and blingy. This little string of strawberries. The only things I bought that day, the only beads I got were those mushrooms and these strawberries. Couldn't resist them, and I am trying to come up with some kind of idea for those. So they're in a holding pattern right now. Next, I have checked this for Bakelite, and it is not, but it's some Mahjong beads. These were on a stretch bracelet that was completely stretched out. It had some beads in between that were just covered in verdigris, so I took everything off, made these little pins in between, connected it with jump rings, and I don't know how to put a closure on that. If anybody crafts and has an idea, I'd love to hear it. But this used to be a bracelet, and I'm just making it into a newer, cleaner bracelet that doesn't have verdigris all over the spacer beads. But I thought that was really nice. It sounds to me like, well, not exactly. It sounds a little bit like Bakelite, but it is not. It did not pass the test for Bakelite. And then here are these that I'm also wanting to make into something. It's a little faux cinnabar, just plastic or acrylic beads. Those need a good cleaning, so I'm going to clean those up and make them into something. And then last, I have this bracelet, which was pretty in its day, but it has some, like it's lost all of its, not all of it, but it's gonna pop loose any day now. But it's got a lot of wear. I don't know if you can see the copper coming through there. The spacer beads are just these plastic things with paint that's worn off. So these will be the first thing I think that I try with my gold plating set, which I made a short about that, and I am so eager to try it. You have to deal with some dangerous chemicals though, but it involves, it's not a lot of steps, but the steps have to be done just so. So I haven't even unsealed the little packaging, but you put these are nibs, and you put this nib inside of this pin, and there's one already in there, and then you soak up the different acids to do the different steps, like you have to remove if there's any plating on it already, depending on what the base metal is, you have to do certain steps, and then you get to your plating. So I'm going to film that, and hopefully it's not a complete disaster. And I want to gold plate these little bead settings and see what I can make out of these after I do that. That will be my first attempt at gold plating. So subscribe if you and hit the notification bell if you want to see that video, and you'll be notified as soon as that gets uploaded. So I think that is everything that I had right here in my immediate area. Well, I did get these little post backs for, these earrings, but the little, I don't know what you call it, the platform, I guess, is too big. So these are 12 millimeter, and they also come in 8 millimeter. So I'm going to go get some 8 millimeter ones and use those to glue onto these, or glue these onto those posts when I get the 8 millimeter ones. And then, of course, the jewels that are this size, which is 10 millimeters, which is equivalent to 45 SS. Okay, so my camera stopped recording again, but I think I got the problem resolved. My memory was full, so I just had to get rid of some things. But I was saying that this is 10 millimeters, which is equivalent to about 45 SS. And here's a little rhinestone education for you. Rhinestone sizing is in SS, and I'm not really sure what that stands for. I'm still finding that out because I just learned that today. Actually, that is some measurement specific to rhinestones. So I need to find some 10 millimeter or 45 SS rhinestones. And I want to use glass. I don't want to use acrylic on that. And again, that is to replace all of these little kind of really unattractive things that I popped off of this bracelet. And then I have one of the rectangular ones somewhere too, and I'm not sure what size those are, but I'll measure that and find some glass ones that size as well, or maybe harvest them off of something else. I'm just really eager to find something to fit right there, so I might break down and buy something if the right size doesn't come along soon enough. But those are all of the pieces I have down here with me right now, and I appreciate you joining me and looking at all my pieces. Let me know what you think of these, and let me know if you have any ideas. I would really love to hear your ideas, maybe for the strawberries, more ideas for the leftover mushrooms, and the little faux cinnabar. I also have some more of the jade. I have some more of these jade beads as well, and I was thinking about maybe trying something with the jade and the cinnabar together, but I didn't know if maybe that would just look like Christmas. So, and I wanted something just not holiday specific. So anyway, that is what I have. And again, give me your ideas if you have any. Let me know what you think. Subscribe if you've not already, and hit the notification bell so you will be one of the first to know when I try the plating, and we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it'll go well and I won't end up burning myself or damaging a surface in the house. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. To those of you who have already subscribed, it means so much to me as I try to build my channel. And thanks for joining me as I jump back in to filming my videos for 2024. I will see you at the next video, and have a great week. Bye.